Yo, what up guys, this is Matt from Shoe Crew TV. I got my man Big Deal Phil. We're over here in his home. He's gonna go ahead and show us some of his favorite shoes from his collection, and then he's just gonna go ahead and let us know why he loves them as well.
All right guys, welcome to my home. My name's Phil. My Instagram is Big Deal Phil. I'm gonna roll you through some of my collection. I brought out some of my Oregon PEs, some of my other samples, some of my just favorite sneakers out of my collection. I'll explain to you why I like them so much. All right, so here, out of the whole Oregon lineup, my favorite Oregon is the Oregon 4, which is the Duckman. I really love the Duckman symbol. I think that sets it apart from any other Oregon that they made. Most popular are probably gonna be the 3s that you see the most of, the Pit Crews, and then the Home 3, and then the 5s as well. Now the suede on the 5s is second to none, especially on the green suede pair. I mean, that suede is just like butter. So I also just acquired these. My newest pickups were the Oregon 13, and I really love the bright green of the tongue and the inner sole. This was done for the football team, and then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's a black pair that's a track edition. I've seen pairs floating around, very few. They're not out there a whole lot. So the 29 you don't see too often. This is real comfortable basketball shoe, and the LeBron Oregon shoes, they're pretty obsolete. You don't see very many pairs. LeBron actually wore this pair in the championship parade a few years back when he won. You know, the 3s that I'm wearing now, and another pair of 3s. I probably wear the 3s most out of the whole bunch. But again, out of all the Oregon lineup, the Duckman 4 was took me the longest to acquire. And I gotta thank my brother John Reaper up in New York. You know, he's like family, and I told him the pair that I was missing, the pair that I wanted the most, and he made a few phone calls and made it happen. So it was real fortunate to be able to have him in my life and him make that happen, because otherwise I'd probably still be searching. All right, so we have the Motorsport 5s. I have some of the Michigans that I've been able to attain, and then you got the 3s, you know, the 5s, the 9s, and the 12s. Of course, the 12s released, and no, I'm not mad. I'm really glad that people were able to pick up, you know, the Michigan 12s. I really like the blue with the gold, and the Motorsport 5 is a very rare sneaker. There's not too many out there, and again, you know, a pair that I never thought I was going to, you know, be blessed and fortunate to own. On this side, we have Ray Allen 12s, Eminem 2s, and Marquette 4s. I think that the Eminem 2s, of course, you know, everybody is notorious for the 4s, but you know, the 2s, in my opinion, is a very dope sneaker. You see the details, you see the writing, the lyrics, everything else is very dope about that shoe. And I'm a big Ray Allen fan. I love Ray Allen, so you know, for me to be able to get these 12s was, you know, a big pickup for me. It was you know, a real blessing. All right, so a couple of my favorite pairs out of the collection, other than the Oregons and the Michigans and the other samples that I showed you before. The Fab 5s, the Michigan 5, Fab 5 with the hand in the back. You can see here on the back side of the sneaker. And I'm a big Mark Wahlberg fan and a big Transformer fan. So when this sneaker came out, I remember being offered it a couple of times, and just wasn't the right timing, and I was able to pick it up, and it was, you know, a big blessing, because, you know, being a Mark Wahlberg fan, being a Transformer fan, you know, fan of the movie, it was just kind of, I'll never forget seeing his video on Instagram. It went viral, and I said, man, those are amazing. I even was able to talk to Kenny about them, Perfect Pair, and he hadn't been offered them or hadn't seen very many pairs. We talked about how rare they were and how they hadn't been in circulation much, and how not many pairs had been offered. And so for me to be able to pick up that pair was a big blessing. And my favorite pair probably out of my whole collection is the North Carolina 4. The detail, the suede, the detail, the sole, you see the paint here on the sole, the tongue, like everything about the sneaker is beautiful. And I think I'll feel that way until I'm able to pick up a pair of Georgetown 4s, which God willing, one day it'll happen.
All right, thank you, Phil, for bringing us into your home and welcoming us. Thank you for showing off your great collection. If you guys can't subscribe to Shoe Crew TV, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.